This is a video how to set timing on a VE pump 12 valve Cummins. This is an intercooled engine. So the spec is 50 thousandths. I don't have a millimeter gauge, so I'm using a standard one. So basically, first things first, get your engine set at top dead center. By pushing that little pin, you gotta bar the engine over and put pressure on this pin, and then it goes into one of the timing gears. I think it's the cam gear. It'll slide in, you'll feel the indent, it'll slide in further. I take the O-ring out sometimes because they get jammed up. This one I took the O-ring out on. So yeah, it goes all the way in, you're set at top dead. Once you're top dead, pull that thing out because you don't want to shear it off. If you do shear it off, it's just plastic and it won't hurt anything. So next step you want to do is, I have the barring tool going down into the bell housing with a series of ratchets, extensions, and a swivel, with a ratchet, extension, and swivel. And you have to put your dial indicator into the back of your pump. You have to remove a couple of the fuel lines. I removed the back three. The front three can kind of float. You got to get this one loose so that you can get it threaded in. Make sure everything's tight and it stays consistent. Once you've done that, you want to turn your ratchet clockwise, thus turning the engine counterclockwise. Keep an eye on your dial indicator, and once it stops reading, zero it. So we'll do that now. And I want to make sure my timing pin is pulled out. Yes, it is. Alright, so we're set at top dead. Let's go clockwise until it stops reading. There we go, stopped reading. So, that's crazy. I must got this pump pretty close. So zero your gauge out once it stopped reading. This was actually really close to zero. Zero it out. Now next thing you got to do is rotate the engine clockwise, counterclockwise with the ratchet, while applying pressure to your timing pin tool. And let me see if I can change the angle here on the phone so we can see things a little better. Yeah, it's good like that. So keep pressure on your timing pin. And rotate your ratchet counterclockwise. And you're measuring the lift on the pump. So there we go. Set it top dead there. The pin slid in to its home, and we can see where our pump is at. We're at 43 thousandths. Right around 43, and it needs to be at 50. So what you need to do to adjust your timing, this is for an intercooled engine at 50. To adjust your timing, you need to loosen the 3 injection pump mounting bolts. I already broke the 2 of them loose, the harder ones to get to. And let me break the easy one loose. A snappy wrench. Make sure they're all even. You don't want the pump sitting crooked or anything. That probably won't make a big difference though. So once you got them loose, in order to change your timing, you just rotate the pump in relation to the engine. So if we gotta go to 50, there we are at 50. And this caliper is a little sticky, or indicator is a little sticky. So, phone dropped. So, you can see we're at 50 now. And tighten down your mounting bolts once you have it set. Obviously keep an eye on where it is. I don't really like the mark and pray method, it's not that accurate. That's not how I roll. Alright, so there's 49. We gotta turn it a little more. 49. Oh, you know what? It's right on 50. It's perfect. Set the 50 thousandths. Camera's a bit bright, but it's set right on 50. You get the idea. And that's in inches. Next thing you want to do is tighten down all your mounting bolts. And I just like to keep an eye on it when I tighten it down. But basically tighten down your mounting bolts, hook your fuel lines back up, bleed the system out of any air, and fire it up, and it should purr. So that's how you do timing on a 12 valve. Other thing is, before you fire it up, don't forget to pull your pin out. Don't forget the pin. And that's it. Working on this old 93 here. Here at Muldoon's.